What's up, guys? George back again to do another LP update. I know it's been a little while since I did one, but I haven't really gotten that much stuff anyway over the last month or so. Picked up 3 used things and a bunch of new stuff or reissue stuff. So I figured, let's check it out. First up, I picked up an upgrade of the faces. Not as good as a Wink to a Blind Horse. Really killer record. Has the hype sticker still on. It's still in the shrink wrap. It was in amazing condition, so I just grabbed this one. I love this record a lot. It has the hit "Stay With Me" on it. Miss Judy's Farm. You're So Rude, I dig a lot. That's All You Need is really killer. Do a killer version of Memphis from Chuck Berry on here. So another killer upgrade for that record. Next, I picked this one up. I think this is maybe his last studio album. It was released late 60, maybe like 68, 69, and that's Bill Haley and the Comets, Traveling Band. I've never seen this before. It's on Janus Records. But it's a bunch of covers like Me and Bobby McGee from Chris Christopherson's on here. Who'll Stop the Rain from Creedence, but it's called Who's Been Stopping the Rain on here. I don't know why, but of course, Traveling Band from Creedence. He also does Boney Maroney, Dance Around the Clock, Games People Play. But I never saw this one, but I liked it. It was pretty good. Not great, but it was pretty cool to hear. Like I said, it's on Janus Records. There's no date. I'm thinking it's like 1972. So there you go. 1972. It's got to be his last record, his last studio album. But this came in the shop. I had to pick this up on Chess. Sail On from Muddy Waters. Really killer, like best of collection. But this is the original pressing of this. I know they reissued this once or twice, and I think it's also called the Best of Muddy Waters LP with a different cover on it. But really killer. This one was really awesome. Just something to add to the Muddy collection. So it has all the hits like Hoochie Coochie Man, Rolling Stone, I'm Ready, I Just Want to Make Love to You, Honey Bee, She Moves Me, Can't Be Satisfied, Want You to Love Me, Long Distance Call, Standing Around Crying, Still a Fool, and Louisiana Blues. So you don't see this one too often. Now on to the newer, all the new pressings. And actually, no, this one's an older pressing, but I just pulled this out of the collection to listen to. I hadn't heard this record in a long time, and I got this back when it first came out in '96. And that was Skin, the band Skin from England. The album's called Lucky. Not one of their more famous records. Obviously, their earlier stuff was a little more famous than this, but pretty killer record though. Like I said, I hadn't listened to it in a long time, probably since the 90s, so kind of struck my eye and caught my eye, and I pulled it off the shelf to listen to. But melodic hard rock stuff, pretty killer. Now all the stuff, if you see blinking behind me, I have a light, I don't know what's wrong with it. It's not the bulb, it's the fixture. Just one part, it's blinking. Picked up the final album from Greg Allman called Southern Blood. Really good record, I thought. Really, when you hear it, you could tell he was, he knew he was going. He knew he was sick. He wasn't going to be around much longer. This is the limited one, and I don't know if it's just the whole run is limited, and then they're going to do a black version of it or whatever. But
The limited one comes with, see that picture there? He just looks terrible there, I thought. He looks real sick there, but it's called, he recorded this at Muscle Shoals, and Don was the producer. But it has, what do they call this? Especially hardwood colored vinyl. It's kind of like a chocolatey brown. Really, a really killer record. And it also comes with a lithograph that I doubt will be in the second run, but Greg Allman lithograph. Pretty killer though. You don't normally see stuff like this anymore in records. You know, like little posters and stuff. Sometimes you do. A lot of the independent artists do, but yeah, like I said, really good record though. I liked his last album that he did, but that was a while ago now. I forget the name of it. That was good, but this one, obviously this was released right after he died, but really killer record. It's really a heartfelt record. There's some good hard, you know, heavier southern rock stuff on here, like the love I love the life I live. Sorry, brain fart. Blind bats and swamp rats. My only true friend is really, when you listen to those lyrics, you could tell he knew he was going out. So, but I would suggest picking this up. Really good record, I thought. Picked up one I've been waiting to get on vinyl. I don't know if it was actually released on vinyl before, like originally when this first came out, and that's Testament's Low. It's been reissued 180 gram vinyl on like orange clear vinyl, or transparent orange, I guess. But I always liked this one. I think this was their last album for Atlantic Records. Back in 96, I think it was. Oh, 94. Wow. Really, I always loved this record. I thought it's definitely an underrated record for them. The track Low itself is one of my favorite tracks on here, but like I said, it's been reissued 180 gram by Metal Blade Records, which is strange, but. And then there's the orange vinyl. Also comes with the lyric sheet. I think it's the lyric sheet. Yeah, lyric sheet and the liner notes. But again, like I said, I thought it was an underrated Testament record. Right before they went into, I think Demonic was the one after this, and I thought Chuck Billy started singing a little different on that. He was growling more on that one. I didn't like Demonic as much as I liked Low, but it's one of those records, though, again, I haven't heard in years. I haven't listened to in years, so I have to go back and revisit it. But, you know, the same deal with these Metal Blade things, man. Some of them just go out of print so quick, because they only press 1,000 of them or whatever. But I would suggest picking this one up if you like Testament. Warner Brothers started their Rocktober thing again this year. They're reissuing a bunch of different stuff, like the first Frehley's Comet record, which I might pick that one up if it's remastered. But the only one I got so far, this came out last week, or this week actually, which is October 6th, I guess it came out. And that's Love It to Death from Alice Cooper, with the original cover, the thumb poking out of his jacket there. But so it's got the original cover on it. Black and white swirl vinyl, I think it is. Limited black and white vinyl. But it's more white than, it's like white with black specks in it, but remastered, sounds amazing. Probably one of my favorite Alice Cooper records. Produced by Bob Ezrin. Has the original artwork. This originally came out in 1971. Has the track I'm 18, probably his biggest hit. Nice, heavy, real heavy, thick cardboard stock, gatefold. Like I said, white vinyl with black specks in it. But I'm not going to pick up too many of the... I'm trying to stick with shit that I don't have. I mean, obviously I have that one, but it's one of those things that I don't think I ever found like a perfect copy of it anyway. And again, it has the band, you know, because when it first came out, it had his thumb there. You can see it looks like his wiener. And then they were pulled, and then it was airbrushed out. So this is the first time it's been available with that cover again. Not that it's a big deal. It's just, you know, if you ever see an original with the thumb sticking out of his jacket like that look like his dick, it's worth some money. Next up, pick this up. This is the US black vinyl version of this album. I have the deluxe one coming on red vinyl, a double album with all the bonus tracks, and supposedly it's signed by the band, and that's The Darkness, Pinewood Smile. I got this in for the shop, really, and then when I saw it, I'm like, alright, I'm just gonna pick it up. I know I have the limited one coming, but I wanted to hear it on vinyl, and the limited one probably won't show up for another week or so because it's coming direct from them in England. So I was part of their Pledge Music campaign thing. So I got one. My oldest son ordered one signed from them with all the bonus tracks and shit. But really killer record. I did a review of the CD earlier this week. So I would definitely check it out. I love The Darkness, and this album's really growing on me even more. All the Pretty Girls is a great song. Buccaneers of Hispaniola is another great song. Solid Gold's my favorite track on there so far. Southern Trains. Japanese Prisoner of Love's great. I Wish I Was in Heaven. Stampede of Love's okay. Not my favorite, but... And I love two or three of the bonus tracks. It might have been two. I really dug, but I would suggest picking this up. And this is a nice gatefold, black vinyl. Nice, some cool pictures inside, but I love that picture. I love Frankie's look, his expression on his face, like, he looks like he's nuts. So definitely check out the new Darkness record. I know they're hit and miss with some people. Either you love them or you hate them. Pick this up. It's repress of the first Motorhead record on Chiswick. This was just released this week or last week. They released What Words Worth this week, the live album, but original Chiswick label, silver embossed front cover, the logo, it's all white vinyl, remastered, and it was super cheap. The list on this is like $12. We got them in the shop, and the live album's even cheaper. I think you can find a live album for $9.99. Most places are right around that $10 price point, but like whoever, and these are UK, these aren't even US pressings, but it's still, our shop paid $10.90 a piece for these, and we're putting them out at $12.99 or $13.99, somewhere in there. I think it's $12.99, but I don't know why every label can't jump on board, especially for reissue stuff. Just make them cheap so people will buy more of them. That's all. It's not that fucking hard to figure out. But killer first Motorhead record. I didn't get into this record till late. It was probably in the 90s that I really paid attention to it. And of course, like White Line Fever's great on here. Vibrator. It's another killer tune. Iron Horse, Born to Lose. They do a killer cover of Train Kept A-Rollin'. The Watcher. Really good record. from, I think it was originally released in 76, 75, somewhere around there. 76. They formed in 75. So it has to be like around 76 or 77 that this came out. But killer record. And a killer reissue. Now this one I've been waiting to get for a long time. I got the second album from these guys about 6 months ago. I was going to get a CD of it, you know, because I know this album's hard to find on vinyl. And 2 weeks ago on my new release list at the shop, this showed up on there as a reissue on Vinylism. Yeah, Vinylism label. Originally released in 1972 on Purple Records, which I think is Deep Purple's label. And that's the first Silverhead record. Michael DeBarris was the singer. If you like, what are they called? Junk House Glam. 70s Junk House. This is right up, you know, you'll love this record. It's an absolutely fantastic record. I never heard it before. I picked it up. I heard one track online. I like this album more than the second album, but it's out again finally on vinyl. Like I said, the original copies of this on vinyl are extremely hard to find, and you're gonna pay probably an average of $50-$60 for it. So Vinylism Records in the UK put this out. I think you could get it direct too. Munsterrecords.com. Just Google Munster, like the Munsters, M-U-N-S-T-E-R. Really killer record with Michael DeBarris. Junk House Glam, 70s Glam. Really awesome album. I liked it a lot. I think I showed this. No, I did a review of this by itself. Still listening to the new reissue of the Dangerous Toys Pissed. So I figured if you hadn't watched that video, here it is. My favorite Dangerous Toys record. I just think it's a fantastic record. And it sounds great on vinyl. Next up, I finally got this. They finally put it out cheap on Masonic Records. Here in the States, and it's on Hound God Records as well, and that's the Jim Jones and the Righteous Mind album called Supernatural. If you like Jim Jones Review, I think you'll dig this stuff. More of a bluesy based throwback rock type stuff. Like Jim Jones Review is more of a modern sounding 50s rock type thing. I really love Jim Jones Review. I thought they were great. The first track I heard from this band, I hated it. I didn't like it at all. It sounded like Jesus and Mary Chain or, you know, Joy Division or some crap like that. And I don't like that stuff. So I was really disappointed when I first heard it. Unfortunately, that song's not on here. It was on their first EP, which I didn't buy because I didn't like that song. But this is definitely more in the vein of Jim Jones Review, I think. Not quite the same as Jim Jones Review, but in that same, you know, in that vein, more of a rock type thing. I like this a lot. I thought this was a fantastic album. It's just an amazing record. It's 10 songs on here. Bass is Loaded's one of my favorite ones. Something's Gonna Get Its Hands on You is another one. Boil Your Blood, Shallow Grave, Heavy Lounge, Till It's All Gone, Everyone But Me. Really killer. If you like Jim Jones Review, I would suggest picking this up. And if you haven't heard Jim Jones Review, definitely look up some of their stuff on YouTube. And the final one I picked up, I think this is a couple years old now. This came out in 2015, but I never picked it up. I don't even think I have it on CD. I don't know why. It's just one of those things that I kind of slipped past. But I was on Amazon, and I know their stuff This import Century Media stuff's usually expensive. But Amazon had this for $11 on vinyl, and that's the latest 77 album called Nothing's Gonna Stop Us. Really killer AC/DC inspired rock band. This comes with the CD as well, the entire CD. Really 70s sounding. But I always liked these guys. Their first couple albums I really liked. There was one in between this and the second album, I think. There was one album that was just okay, but this one's a lot better. I can't remember. I have their first album on vinyl. I think just this other one. All the rest of the stuff I have on CD, but I never picked this one up. Probably because, from what I remember, because I didn't like the one before this that much, so it was kind of like, eh. So I always had it in my want list on Amazon on CD, and then I just happened to click on it and saw it was available on vinyl for $11, so I went ahead and picked it up. Hopefully it's still at that price, but it's been a couple weeks now since I ordered this. Showed up in perfect shape, killer record, sounds great on vinyl, so I would definitely suggest checking out 77. Like I said, if you like 70s style AC/DC, you'll dig this band a lot. Pretty cool band. Anyway, that is it. I have a few other things coming in the mail. A brand new triple Metallica LP, live direct from them, from the band. A couple other independent things. So I'll be doing another LP update at some point within the next couple weeks. So leave me a comment below. Let me know what you've been listening to lately. Click that thumbs up button for me. Picked up a ton more subscribers. I think I picked up like close to 25 subscribers this week alone. So thanks to everybody for that. Watch my daily reviews. They're not daily, every day, but usually 5 days a week. Then I did a video of this. If you haven't seen this yet, pick this up at Barnes & Noble. Complete History of AC/DC magazine. I have a few other things coming in the mail as well for the next magazine update that I ordered from overseas. Be doing some new movie reviews coming soon, and a Halloween video coming soon as well. Plus a live chat one night. I think I'm going to do it next week sometime, so I'll put out a video, let everybody know the date and time for that. And then I'm going to try and get Greeno and all the vinyl community guys together on one video or one chat stream. You know, I think that would be cool. If you have a cell phone, you can do it yourself as well. It's pretty easy. I don't have to edit anything. And chatting with people online is awesome. You know, you get to you get asked questions live. You can answer them and show stuff. And I had a good I did a impromptu live thing this week. Really, a bunch of guys hopped in and started chatting, and next thing I know, I was on there for almost an hour. So it's fun. It's a lot of fun. We all need fun in our life right now, the way things are going. So anyway, that is it. I'll talk to y'all next time. Again, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Click that thumbs up button for me and leave me a comment below. Peace.